Hey folks, Tropical Storm Brett now history down in the Caribbean. So Cindy forming this afternoon. So we're still tracking one tropical storm. We had two for just a couple of hours, then Brett went away. And as you look at this, you can tell there's not really a well-formed tropical system, but we do have a circulation right down here. Most of the rain out ahead of it, kind of coming back up on this east side and wrapping around a little bit. Some of it making over as far west as Houston. We can put this on your tracking map for you, 25/7, 90.6. The winds are 45 miles per hour right now as this is stationary at the moment. Now we do expect it to eventually begin moving off to the northwest and by tomorrow afternoon be about halfway to the Texas coast and then turn more northward after that, and by Thursday afternoon somewhere over East Texas or western Louisiana. And again, most of the rain on that east side. So while there'll be rain in East Texas, the heaviest stuff will be over Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Some places there could see up to a foot of rain as the system kind of spins around and heads off to the northeast by Friday, somewhere up around Memphis or so, moving away. Here's what the spaghetti models do, if you will, and they all go in that same general direction. One little outlier out here, but it ends up turning the same way. Most of them then rocket off to the northeast. A couple of them kind of meander around that part of the country. Here's what the NAM model does, the North American model, and notice takes it kind of westward for a while, but by tomorrow afternoon begins that northern turn and then right along the Louisiana-Texas border. Lots of rain back over here. A period of heavy stuff in southeast Texas, but the consistent, persistent heavy rain just continues over the Louisiana coastline and northward from there. For us, if you noticed, every day this word keeps showing up, and probably should make that word bigger because we may see some of the hottest temperatures we've seen of the year so far, maybe some of the hottest of the year, period. When you've got a landfalling tropical system up here, you get a northerly wind down in here. That's a very dry wind. At the same time, there's an upper air high back over there, giving us a northerly wind aloft. That's a very dry flow, and that combination tends to lead to some very hot temperatures. We'll show you how hot in a moment. Could be a brief shower near the coast tomorrow, kind of like we saw in a couple of spots today, even as far inland as Edinburgh and McAllen. Very brief showers this evening, but that's it. And then we're dry after that. Look at the high temperatures. Here we go. The average for this time of year is 95. The next 3 days, we're going to be running well above 100, probably setting records at least Thursday and Friday. Keep in mind, these are averages. Western part of the valley will be hotter than that. So some very warm temperatures in the days ahead. Here's where we are right now, and we're still above average even at that. 90 in Port Isabel, 96 Weslaco, McAllen's 99, Rio Grande City's 102 this afternoon. We are tracking a couple of showers up in Starr County. We had a couple little showers go from around Raymondville back through Edinburgh earlier, but that's about it. That stuff will fade away pretty quickly. Should be rain-free most of the rest of the night. At the coast, here's where it'll get a little bit more interesting. A high rip current risk is in effect through tomorrow evening. The waves coming out from the storm kicking up some pretty good surf, but also making the rip current situation more dangerous. UV's extreme, of course. And the winds at the coast out of the north rather than the southeast like we typically in the summertime, and that's the flow around the tropical system. Rip current risk again remains high. Also a high surf advisory all day tomorrow, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. Seas running 7 to 9 feet with a moderate chop on the bay. The bay temperature very warm right now at 87 degrees. So for tonight, our low should be right around 75. Humidity's down just a little bit. That's the trade-off for that heat. So mainly clear and still warm northerly winds. Then tomorrow back up to 101, plenty of sunshine. It'll be a scorcher of a day. Your winds tomorrow still primarily out of the north. Here we go. Next 7 days we keep it above 100. By the time we get to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday though, slight chance for a shower shows up in the forecast once again. We'll talk about why we see that chance of rain showing up, why cooler temperatures coming up in the next half hour. But the next few days look very, very warm. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast.